You know, when you click onto someone's website and you see all these big fancy media logos like ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, the Huffington Post, Forbes, Entrepreneur Magazine, it's really, really cool. And some people even put it on their social media profiles on Facebook along with their profile picture. It's meant to inspire trust and to help with that know, like, and trust factor when somebody who's never heard about you before sees you for the very first time. And it really, really works. For the most part, it's subconscious, but it actually impacts how we perceive the other person. In fact, one of my clients shared with me that he signed up someone. There was a lady who visited his website and saw all these different media mentions, all these different logos, and she thought that this guy must know what they're talking about, they must be credible, and that was specifically the reason why she signed up with him, and over the next couple of years, spent well over $60,000 with him. Now, here's the thing though, what really, really pisses me off, because I see this so often as a publicist, and stay with me here because this is really going to help you. There are so many people who misuse these media mentions. They just put up these logos and these as seen on credibility builders without actually having been featured in the media or without being interviewed or quoted at all. And they use all kinds of justifications. Like, for example, they may have sent out a press release through a paid service, and then that press release got picked up by news sites that are associated with some of these big brands. But the thing is, if that press release was not actually turned into an article, if they were not interviewed, if they were not quoted, it's really not a valid press mention. Or worse still, they may claim these as seen on logos because they ran an ad in the publication. And this is really, really quite a scammy practice actually, and it's very popular in the online marketing, internet marketing space. Think about it. Let's say if you were to hire a business coach and you go to their website, and part of the reason why you hired them is because you were impressed by their credibility, and this was partly because you saw those logos on their website. And let's just say you asked them that, hey, can you show me some of these interviews, or I want to see the articles where you are featured, or these TV mentions, and they were not able to show you anything. Wouldn't you feel cheated? Wouldn't you feel duped? I know I would. It would definitely be a red flag, because if somebody lies about that, how credible can they be in anything else that they're promising? How true is really their expertise? And you know, everything that they claim as status builders, what is it really based on? Using press releases as a basis to claim that you've been featured in the media is really not an ethical way of using media mentions. But the good news is to be actually featured in the media, to be called on as an expert and to give your commentary or opinion on news stories, or to be interviewed about your expertise, really not that difficult. Positioning yourself as the go-to authority in your industry is absolutely possible when you use media mentions the right way. When you have actual articles and interviews and quotes to back up the claims, you know? Think about it. Wouldn't it be cool to have those as seen on logos on your website to show that you've been featured on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, Entrepreneur Magazine, the Huffington Post, and do it with integrity, where if someone were to ask you, hey, where are those interviews, you'd be actually able to show it to them. And to get featured in the media, it's really, really not that hard. All it takes is being newsworthy. When you focus your energy and your attention on making friends with journalists and actually building relationships with members of the media, they will be willing to work with you. Sometimes when you pitch a story and it's maybe not quite what they're looking for, if you have a relationship with them, they'll be actually looking for opportunities and for ways to be able to cover you. I've done it, my clients have done it. It's really, really not that difficult. When you have the right news angle, the right news hook, and you have the relationships, you'll be featured in the media consistently over time. Earned media is really easy to get, and you can get it consistently as long as you do it with integrity and you're looking to serve their audience. When you're looking to contribute value to what they're looking for, that's where you're consistently being called upon as an expert to be featured. Think long term. There is really no magic pill solution. But when you do it with integrity and you come from a place of service where you actually want to help that audience of the outlet who you're pitching yourself for, there is always room for more stories. You can always get featured in top-level media outlets as long as you do it with integrity. You come taking action from a place of alignment and actually wanting to help and serve by offering your expertise. Think about it. If you just have the right news angle, if you have the relationships with members of the media, if they're actually looking forward to hearing from you, the next thing you know is you are sitting on the set of a TV show giving an interview. I've done it, my clients have done it. And as for the people with all those big name fancy media logos on their websites, please don't feel intimidated. If I could do it, you can too. I believe in you. Talk soon.